I have to laugh because it's like, I can't believe it ever happened, or I let it happen, but it did. Yeah. You need to stop. You need to stop appearing on podcasts and pretending that you do it for the kids, or you turn to Christianity, or you turn to God, because I genuinely will block you and fuck you off, bro. Like, I don't take you seriously in your time, bro. But this is also something else. Speaking things into existence, like, when you wake up every day and you make it something of a detrimental, right, to your brain, like, I've got to wake up every day at this time early, before 7 a.m. I've got to, or 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., around 4, whatever time you have to wake up, right? And you spend a bit of time, you have free time, you have 24 hours in a day, so you have to pick specific times where to do certain things. You read a passage in the Bible and you say, and you transition into those passages. You start reading it, you start becoming that. It's like manifestation. You start to manifest the Bible, and you don't you become the person that says, I walk with God, I walk in Christianity. No, not me, you. Any person that goes out there and does what they do, they're doing it personally, bro. And I'm not trying to come after people that sit there on podcasts, but it's like, they're doing it for validation. They're doing it for attention, bro. These people will leave something that brings so much joy to them, or do something that, that they're on a path of healing, to then say, I turn to Christianity, I turn to God. Everybody does it now. Certain people can say it and not let it consume them, and others will be like, I've got to do it in the name of Christianity, in the name of God. Yeah. When I'm swearing and acting belligerent, there's always a reason. There's always a reason why as to what I do. I don't want to. I'd love to be in a circle. I'd love to be in an environment where I can show people how well-mannered I am. But until things change, until we live in a generation, or we function as a society where there's no rude people, that they're not nasty and rude and disrespectful, that part really gets me, bro. That part really gets me, bro. See, I could call them what I want, but I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to show people that I can change. No, that I can evolve. I can evolve into a better individual, a better human being. That I quoted, that I'm here to be the best version of myself. I'm here to evolve. That's who I am, bro. These people on these platforms, these people that you support, these people that you follow, oh, he's a cunt and I gotta support him. I don't. And I'll go to that place, and I'll call it how it is. I'm not known for my patience. I'm not known for, saying things how other people say it. I'm not known for being on an assembly line. Throughout my entire childhood, my whole existence, my whole life has always been questioning certain things, questioning the purpose of why this is and why it's that way, and etc etc. It's always been like that from a very early age. I was excluded, I was removed, I was banished, I was done dirty, I was fucked off. All this, bro. It happened to me. These people will sit there and say, I lost this, I lost that, and they'll cry about it. I'm not somebody that cries about it. I'm just somebody that's still trying. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm like, how could these people do me dirty like that, bro? And sit there and quote they wanted to be my friends, when all they wanted to do was disrespect me. How does that make any type of sense? When I pull up on people, I'm genuinely myself. I want to save you. I want to firm you. I want to big fist you, bro. I want to say, yo, what you saying, fam? You good? I want to get so excited when I'm around you. But when I go on social media, when I'm watching certain videos, I see certain pricks in the algorithm. I just turn it off. I just turn it off. I don't need artificial intelligence to tell me to switch it off. I just can't do it, bro. I'm a human being, bro. I wish more people could just sit there and say it genuinely pisses me off, but they can't, because these people want to put people in certain positions, even for some reason. They even bust around, even being bossed around, bro. It's like, I don't want to be bossed around. I just want to do the work. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is just show up and do the fucking work, do the job, and do and 100% give 100% every time. We don't live in a generation like that. We never have, and we never will. And you know why we will never live in a generation like that? Because people have to obey. People have to take orders. People have to pretend like they're employees. They could be self-made, they could be proclaimed, they could be like me, they could be leaders, they could lead by example, but they don't want to. They don't want to represent, they don't want to be healthy, they don't want to get away from this way of thinking. It's, I gotta outperform them. I gotta prove that I'm better than them. I'm not better than anybody. When I trained in that gym, fire worker, I wasn't better than anybody. When I was at school, I wasn't better than anybody. When I was at college, I wasn't better than anybody. Oh, he's just saying that. I can make it seem that I am through these discussions, through these freestyles, but I will never be better than anybody, bro. I'm just an ordinary guy from an ordinary village with struggles of his own. That's who I am. And these people on the internet, they seem to think that their character, if they have one, it's better than someone else. And that's why we're different. I quoted this. I said, we're not the same. We're not the same. You have a block list. I have a skanks list. The reason it exists is because people around me know how to turn it on. I don't want to block people. I don't want to like excommunicate people, like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with them. The skanks list is more so of people who are and know they are, and the ability to not be, to play into the stereotype, but choose to, because they're employees to someone, they answer to someone. When you sit there and say, oh, you don't come to the church because you got church hurt, the church hurt you, or some bullshit, or about you gotta have marriage at a young age, or you gotta do this and you gotta do that. It's like, you're not even gonna try and climb. You're not even gonna try and work. You're not even gonna try and uh, you know acknowledge your faults. You're just not. We're not allowed to see a person's faults. People aren't allowed to see my faults. People aren't allowed to hear my side of the story. People aren't allowed to make their own opinion or view of me. Like, like when I was young, the reason I had a hatred for it, like, or I didn't understand it, was because I didn't feel worthy enough to be criticized, because I wasn't as interesting. People around me had it, I didn't.